What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. Sledgehammer Games recently announced the roadmap for Season 6 of MW3. And this is supposed to be the icing on the cake to this game. It's supposed to be the culmination of everything they've worked for all year long. A celebration, you might say. So you'd want to go out with a bang, right? Well, not quite. Because in the words of Exclusive Ace, Modern Warfare 3 is going out with a whimper. And that's how it feels. Looking at this roadmap, it feels like they are going out in a disappointing fashion. Being reminiscent of seasons we've seen in the past from games like MW2 and Call of Duty Vanguard. Not the standard that Modern Warfare 3 set with post-launch support throughout this year. And I think I've been fairly complimentary of their post-launch support throughout the entire year. Because they've been able to deliver us more content than ever before. There's a ton of new content in Modern Warfare 3. And I don't think they often highlighted variants as the core of their content. But that's what they do here with Season 6. Having 5 shipment variants and a variant to meet. I don't think that's great. I don't think that's what they should have done here. And it just feels like a little bit of laziness. It feels underwhelming. It feels disappointing. Now, I've tried to give Sledgehammer Games the benefit of the doubt throughout the entire year, and my core issues with Modern Warfare 3 don't really fall on the backs of Sledgehammer Games. They fall on Activision and Infinity Ward. Because let's be honest here, Modern Warfare 3 had a very turbulent development cycle. Sledgehammer Games was thrown on this project and forced to create it from a DLC for MW2 into a full-fledged game. And I think they did a pretty decent job of it. And they were able to fill the game with a ton of brand new content while also filling it with old content, keeping the game feeling fresh and new for a lot of players. Now, the disappointing aspect of it is as the game went on, they shifted focus from brand new content into variant content. In Season 5, we saw the cel-shaded maps that seemed to be in every single small area map. And here in Season 6, the focus once again is on small area variants. And I was very excited when Sledgehammer Games decided to add the map Meat and the map Stash House to Call of Duty, because finally we were moving away from only having Shipment and Rust for teeny tiny small area maps in Call of Duty. But it seems like the focus has again shifted back to Shipment again. And I don't like that. You should be highlighting Meat, and I'm glad Meat's getting a variant here, but they were good enough to create Stash House and Meat. Why couldn't you create more small area maps? It just feels like you went in for the laziest approach ever. And it really shows with what you're delivering in Season 6. Like I said, this looks like a season from MW2, not a season from MW3. With this season coming out right around Halloween time, it is called The Haunting of Call of Duty, so we are going to get some zombies content, right? No, that's only for Warzone, with Zombie Royale returning for Warzone content, but no new zombies content for Modern Warfare Zombies. That's a disappointment. But don't worry, there's going to be brand new limited time modes that are going to incorporate your favorite slashers from franchises that we're importing into the game, especially with Trick or Treat coming in. Smile, Terrifier, Michael Myers. We're going to have a limited time mode that is a slasher mode, a Michael Myers mode, right? Doesn't appear that way. This feels like a slam dunk that is completely missed. Hits the back of the rim, you fall down, and they go to the other end and they score. I don't know how they messed this up so badly. You're bringing Michael Myers into the game. The least you could do is bring in the mode that was popularized in the Pro mod for COD 4. And they brought it back for MWR, calling it Slasher. Why isn't that in the game? Especially considering the fact you're bringing Art the Clown into the game as well. This is supposed to be a Halloween event. Bring in some fun game modes to coincide it. But they don't do that. It just feels very run-of-the-mill and lazy. And this is the problem here. I really wish there was more. There's a trick-or-treat candy hunt. Wowee! I'm just not getting excited for that. And if you thought that Season 6 was going to be the time to bring you back to MW3 if you left at some point, this ain't it, unless, of course, you want to play a bunch of small area maps that you're going to get in Black Ops 6 as well. It's almost like they're trying to prep you for the Black Ops 6 map design by only having small area maps for you to play. I don't know. It's just kind of lost on me. It's missing the mark. And on top of this, they've added more shipment maps than we've ever seen before, for whatever reason. And we continuously get no support for gunfight. And I guess you can utilize gunfight on the shipment maps, but no new gunfight maps. No new maps for the war mode. No new maps for ground war. It's almost like they've completely neglected half of their game. And on top of it, neglecting Modern Warfare Zombies during a haunting event. Again, a slam dunk you missed and the other team went down the court to score. It's a joke. And it's frustrating looking at this and saying, this is how you're going to leave Modern Warfare 3. A game that actually set a standard for delivering post-launch support to the community. And this is how it's going to be remembered. With a weak season, with disappointing content that frankly just kind of slaps us all in the face and says, please go play Shipment. If you don't want to play this Shipment map, maybe you'll want to play this Shipment map. And it's lost on me. I'm sorry, it just is. And if this is supposed to get me hyped for Black Ops 6, it's not. Because is this the type of content we're going to be expected to see in Black Ops 6 with a bunch of Babylon variants that are going to come into the game? It's like, well, if you don't like Babylon, maybe you'll like Babylon Overgrown. Or maybe you'll like futuristic Babylon. It just sets the wrong precedent. And it really shifts the focus away from bringing new content into the game with these types of seasons and instead just trying to regurgitate old content. That's not the standard I want to be set here. But it seems to be the way that Call of Duty wants to go. So unfortunately, this is how a lot of people in this community are going to remember MW3. A final slap in the face to say, hey, please go play Shipment. Please go play Rust. Please go play our billion different variants of the same maps over and over and over again because we became too lazy and complacent to bring you new content. Very disappointing to see because I actually had some expectations for this one. I was actually hoping for a decent season and they didn't deliver. Not even Zombies content, man. It's the haunting. Zombies, the haunting, it works so well together and yet, nope, we're not going to see it. Oh well. That's a disappointment and a disappointing end to what was a pretty decent Call of Duty game, if I'm going to be honest. Outside of the problems that Activision has had for way too long, this was a half-decent Call of Duty game. So props to Sledgehammer Games for overcoming the odds when it came to a development cycle that wasn't very fair to them, but very disappointing to see the end here finish off like this. But those are my thoughts on it. I'd love to hear from you down below in that comment section. How do you feel about Season 6 of MW3? Let me know. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.